Serena Williams once explained why Lewis Hamilton is the greatest F1 driver of his generation. Lewis Hamilton's influence transcends just the sport of Formula One, with tennis legend Serena Williams once explaining why the seven-time world champion is the greatest driver of his generation. At the time of writing, Lewis Hamilton stands in a league of his own when compared to every other driver who has tried their hand in the pinnacle of single-seater motorsports. While the 2025 campaign was his worst in Formula One since his debut season in 2007, Hamilton's 105 Grand Prix victories, 104 pole positions, and 202 podiums are just a few of the many other records that he holds to his name. The 41-year-old is currently on his final quest to secure an eighth world title, one that was controversially snatched out of his hands at the 2021 F1 season finale. If he proves to be successful before calling time on his illustrious driving career, he will move himself into uncharted territory as the only eight-time world champion in F1 history. Serena Williams called Lewis Hamilton the greatest driver of his generation ahead of record-equaling feat ahead of the 2020 French Open. 23-time Grand Slam winner Serena Williams fielded a question about her relationship with the Formula One star. Hamilton was in the midst of his seventh title-winning campaign at the time and was set to equal Michael Schumacher's long-standing Grand Prix victory record at the upcoming Russian Grand Prix. In response to the question, Williams praised Hamilton immensely, telling reporters in the pre-event press conference via The Times, "Lewis and I are super close. I've known him for years. I love that guy. He's a really good friend of mine. The guy is such a champion. He has such a champion's mindset. I look at what he does in training and physically his job is, there are really no words for it, to be honest. He is, for me, the greatest driver that our generation has seen, and I'm confident that he will break the record of Michael Schumacher, who is also a fabulous driver. But Lewis is so intense, if you know anything about him. Even if you're a fan, you know that he lives his life on his sleeve. He's very emotional. He says what he says, and that's just who he is, and he doesn't care for who you are. That's one thing I've grown to really appreciate about him." Lewis Hamilton previously revealed how he taught Serena Williams all about Formula One. The relationship between the two heavyweights of their respective sports has been one of admiration for a long time. In an interview with reporters ahead of the 2016 season finale, in which Hamilton narrowly missed out on the title to Mercedes teammate Nico Rosberg, the British driver revealed how he taught Williams everything she now knows about F1. He said via CNN, "She came out to Mexico, which for me was a real honor to have someone of her power, someone who has achieved so much there. She's really interested in cars now, and she has asked me a lot of questions about how it feels and all the technical things about Formula One. We come from similar backgrounds and have similar relationships with our parents, with the father figure being the lead. Growing up watching her career, I'm absolutely inspired by her and still today by her drive. She's the greatest athlete of our generation. I'm absolutely mesmerized by what she has achieved and definitely inspired by her as an athlete and as a human being, so I'm trying to learn from her."